What's up, party people of the SFL? What's going on? What's happening? What is cracking? I wasn't ready yet, but I guess I'm ready to be ready. Hey, yo. Oh, hold on a second, Holdorf. All right, go ahead. I said I wasn't ready yet.
That's what she said.
That's what she said. Hey, yo. Welcome to the party, everybody. Welcome to, I don't know, what is it, 152-ish? Of some kind of Axis show. This one just happens to be Axis After Dark. I see a bunch of people still piling in. I don't think a lot of people are ready to get here yet, so we'll give them a couple minutes. But in the meantime, I want to talk about a couple things. Number one, I hope everybody can hear me okay. Number two, as everybody knows, I've been gone for a couple weeks. Lisa and I were gone the last couple weekends. Our oldest son, Zachary, married his high school sweetheart, and the entire week, the entire weekend, the wedding, the reception, the entire 9 yards, it could not have gone any better than it did. So we are very, very thankful for that. Also, speaking of weddings, I wanted to congratulate Fox and Amanda on their wedding. I think it was like last weekend. So congrats, Fox and Amanda. And then golf clap. And then next weekend, my boy Nate Hall and Christina will be getting married. So that's like 3 weddings in a row, back to back to back. Oh, that's messed up, bro. You know what? You only do that to a teammate. Oh, that's so screwed. That's so messed up. Anyway, so congrats to Fox and Amanda. Congrats to Nate and Christina, and most importantly for me and for Lisa, congrats to Zachary and Katrina. Also, tomorrow, everybody needs to at Eagle. At Eagle. Tomorrow is Eagle's birthday, and everybody should start blowing him up, like starting at 12:01. Just ping the shit out of him, because he told me in a private DM the thing that he wanted most for his birthday was a lot of ats and a lot of pings, because he says he loves them so much. So make sure you guys all ping Eagle Mondavi tomorrow for his birthday. That being said, we got about 30 peeps in here now, so I think that's enough to hit the chat. And look at us, level 3 hype train. This is what happens when you're gone. Oh, this is like a train or a week for a train. Yeah, a level train for every week we're gone. So I guess that's weeks 8, 9, and 10 all in a row. Let's see who's in the house. Stream Elements is in the house. Good to see you, buddy. Glad you're here. Bullet Boletsky subscribing again. He's saying, what's up, y'all? He subscribed for 34 months in a row. Freddie, yes, golf clap. 32 months. 31 of those in a row. The lovely, amazing, perfect Pink Lisa's in the house. Ray, what's going on? Good to see you. I hope you're wide awake and ready to party for about the next hour. By the way, we're not going to do an over-under tonight because we've got the extra time, so we're just going to take advantage of it. So we'll probably go about an hour-ish or so. I mean, we still only have so much material. Seattle Nemesis, I'm assuming that's Ethan in the house as well. Michaela Foraker, good to see you. Who else is in here? Holdorf, Nate Hall, David Leathers, Jack Wall, Crazy Canuck on a 7-month streak of his own. Seattle says, party. What party? There have been one in like 3 weeks. I was going through withdrawals. I hear you, bro. This stupid real life being more important than sim life. What the hell? Jack Wall already said Crazy Canuck. Justin Reside, what's going on with you? Yogi Bar is gifting 2 tier 1 subs to the community. 1 goes to Guy Clausen and 1 goes to Bob Funk. It looks like T to Queen in the house. T, good to see you. Bob Funk, what's up, bro? Grant Hardaway, good to see you in the chat. Johnny 2K must be in here because he also got a sub gifted by Yogi, which is really cool. Gunny's in the house. Gunny, what's up? Oh, we're not doing the prediction. What are you doing, bro? Holdorf, why'd you do the prediction? Or is that automatic? Does it do it automatically? Yeah, we can't do that shit tonight.
No, I just did it just to fuck with you.
Oh, okay. Well, and then my sidekick here is just here just to fucking be a dick to me, I guess. Bullet, I said, Grant. Boom, boom, boom. Ew, Corn Hub in the house. All right, Gunny's here. Type Attack. What's up, Ty? Ray, subscribing for 17 months. Hunter Norwood, what's up? Oh, wait, Hunter and Jack together. And there. Oh, and Cam's here. Cam's going to start drinking now. See, Cam, welcome to the program. And I don't mean that. I mean the AA program. Hey, yo. Where are my drums at? Zach, you're going to be fired, man. You're fired. I swear to God, you're fired. Hey, I had to stop drinking, Cam, so you can start drinking. You can take my place, bro, on the drinking train. Anyway, hey-o, that's party time. Oh, you know what I didn't do? Look this is what happens, man. I leave for a couple weeks, and I get all kinds of messed up.
You're fired.
I am fired. I should fire myself. I really should.
Dave?
That was for the party people. There you go. Dave's not here. Dave's here, which is great because now we don't have to worry about rushing the show. We're going to take our time. We're going to be cool tonight. I might even do a couple things I wasn't going to do. Anyway, also, for those of you who remember several weeks ago, in the Axis After Dark server, I had everybody vote on the different jerseys that I wanted to order. Well, it finally came. I don't know if you can see this. You can see Axis After Dark. It's got a number 1. It's got, I don't know if you, yeah, I can't, I don't know, man. I don't have a lot of room in here. Can you see anything? Nope, I guess not. All right. But anyway, here's the deal. Lisa washed it. I put it on for the first time, but I have it underneath these sleeves. It has not touched my body. I will wash it again, and I will wrap it up. And everybody who, I'm going to go back, and everybody who did that poll, for the jerseys, I'm going to put you in a drawing, and I'm going to send this to one lucky winner, and you can have this jersey. If you're really, really tiny, or really, really big, you don't need to wear it. You can still be in the drawing. Hey, we got another hype train. Awesome. You can show me. Oh, how do I do these emotes there, Zach? Oh, it's just showing me the emotes. Can now use. Oh, now you can use. Oh, sweet. That's awesome. We got more emotes, folks. Can't wait for Lisa's segment tonight. I blame Cliff Allen for tonight's result. Oh, boo, special teams. Here's the thing. Lisa's going to be a big part of the show. She's got 3 weeks of uniforms. She's got week 8, week 9, and week 10 to do. So she's going to be a busy girl tonight. In the meantime, Holdorf, what's going on with you, bro? How you been, man? I'm going to kill some.
Just living the dream. Unemployed.
Yeah. Is that living the dream part, though? That's hanging out with me and doing the show?
No
Hello?
comment.
Is this thing on?
No comment.
Oh, shit. Well, that's
no,
not
I'm doing
cool.
good. Love being back with you, bro.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you being here. All right, let's get this party started, everybody. And we're going to start things off with what we always start them off, and that is going to be... Bullet, what's up, bro? Welcome back after a couple weeks. How you been? What's going on, man?
What's up, Dave?
Not a whole lot, bro. I'm just trying to get back in the groove, man. It's crazy. I was pretty much out of the picture for about 10 days, man, and which covered 2 weekends. So I've just been I hardly talked to anybody or anything. It was crazy. What have you been up to?
I'm still, as you can hear, I'm still recovering from fucking COVID. I still have this ridiculous cough that's not gone away in almost a month now. But other than that, I'm good. But this cough is really aggravating me.
Well, yeah. You do sound better than you did a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, definitely. I'm I'm completely better except for this silly cough. So.
Well, that's good to hear. So for those of you who do not remember, the bullet points are from week 7's show because I wasn't here for week 8 and week 9, and then this is obviously week 10. So way back a few weeks ago, Bullet, way back in week 7, what is bullet point number 1 from 3 weeks ago?
Okay, bullet point number 1 from 3 weeks ago, which I could probably completely make up because nobody remembers, but these are all real. All right, number 1. He did it again. When introducing the party people in the chat, Dave screwed up his own wife's name when he introduced her as Pink Lisa, not Pink Lisa. He then admitted to almost calling her Pink Lasers, too. WTF, Dave. I think Dave has huffed a little too much of the finishing lacquer used on his new shells because we are approaching damaged brain cells territory.
100% we are. Yeah, and do you remember what was the reference to that before? Somebody else messed her name up. Oh, on a broadcast, right? On a broadcast, somebody called her Liza or something like that. I do remember that. Yeah, I was just trying to make the broadcasters feel better because, I'm all about other people and
wrong.
Some other shit. I don't know.
Obviously, Dave.
Obviously. All right, bullet point number 2.
Number 2. Mike O'Neill must have been sitting next to Dave before the show, huffing that finishing lacquer too, because when someone asked in the chat, "Where am I?" Mike said, "This is heaven." I'm no theologist, but if the Dave Access Show is really heaven, then hell must be the most brutally horrific place that you can possibly imagine. Can you imagine when you finally get to the pearly gates and the first thing you see is Dave Access wearing a trucker cap, a T-shirt that says "You're muted, bro," with a big phallic symbol-looking microphone in his hand? Yikes!
Hey, that's not a microphone. That's my wine chiller. Remember? Hey,
yes, the famous wine chiller.
Hey, that's speaking of that, Zach, we forgot. If you go to the SFL website and you see the ad or the plug for Access After Dark, it says, what does it say again, Zach?
Your discretion is advised.
Your discretion is advised. We should always say that at the beginning of this show. And real quick, before we get to bullet point number 3, Crazy Canuck in the chat. Last week sucked so bad. No Dave, nothing on the Whale Nexus, no goals. I had to hang out with my wife and kids.
Oh my God.
Ooh, what's up, Albert Begin? What's up, bro? Good to see you. I think that might end up being a bullet point next week. All right, bullet point number 3, bud.
Number 3. If I could get through it without coughing.
That's
Don't think so, but all right. Here we go. Dave gave away a trucker hat, and Art Vandelay, my awesome HC, was the winner. Dave asked him for his address so he can send him the hat, and in the most cringeworthy moment of the show, Bob Funk said, "I have Art's address for you, Dave." Click your keyboard twice if you're okay, Art. If that wasn't enough, Bob had one more awesome contribution to the show when he sang Freddie's outro song, "The Party's Over," but added his own special take to it when he sang, "Turn out the lights, the party's over, till we meet again. Fuck off, everybody." Now that is how you end the show. Well done, Bob.
Oh my God, dude, that was great. Now, thank God, we have Freddie back this week to wrap this show up, because I don't know if I could handle Bob Funk every week, bro.
You are drunk.
You are
drunk. It would be difficult to swallow two weeks in a row, yeah.
I know, it would be hard to swallow. That's what she said. Hey, yo.
Guy. Oh, hey.
Hey. Hello. Crazy Canuck, one more time. Hopefully I'm here to hear the bullet point. My wife's within earshot. Oh, shit. Sorry, bro. My bad. My bad. Well, Bullet, I think that I'm good to go for the rest of the season, the playoffs and stuff, except for possibly 1 week. So hopefully these won't be such a distant memory anymore. We'll be good to go. And I will see you back here next week.
Dave.
Are you there? Did we lose him?
You got it, Dave.
Oh, yeah. I couldn't hear you, bro.
Oh, sorry. I don't know what happened there.
That's all right. You just gave yourself a bullet point.
I might have just done that. That's true.
Jack Wall says, "You sure another kid is?" Oh, yeah, but that's not until next season. So next season, if we do this same show or whatever we do, I'll miss another week or 2 because my other son is getting married in May, and I know that's right in the middle of season 22. So, yep. Jack Wall, it'll happen again. So that's 3 in a row. Lisa and I did our vow renewal last year in 22. Zach and Katrina got married in 23. Drew and Nikki get married in 24. So it's a busy few years for us. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Justin. I think Bullet muted himself. With that being said,
I did.
I
did. I was coughing, and I didn't want you to hear my damn cough. Yeah.
Well, you know what? We would like to hear your damn voice, though. That would be nice.
That's fair.
All right, there you go. All right, Bullet, thanks for being here, bro. We'll see you next week, man. All right, folks, this is the time that I usually do the instant reactions portion of the show, but we don't have it. As a matter of fact, I didn't even finish the graphic because I didn't have the score. So instead, what I've done is I've asked Giovanni Diggs, the general manager of the Arizona Scorpions, to come on and chat with me real quick. It's Nathaniel Diggs, for those of you who don't know him personally, like I do, kind of, not really. But Diggs, what's up, bro? How you doing, man? Welcome to the show.
Well, I'm glad we get to play our game tomorrow.
I was really hoping we'd have one tonight, but I appreciate Portland, being good sports about it.
Yeah, I know that we have. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do this real quick since we're yapping. I know we've got Cam in the chat. I don't know if Cam wants to explain any further or whatever, but do you have any information? So he said basically there was a playbook issue. Somebody didn't have certain plays in there, or it got corrupted and took out what was it was it just certain types of plays? What did he say exactly?
It ended up being like a corrupted file type deal. I don't know if you do a lot of, for some people that don't know, when you do the playbook stuff, there's some files you can't get rid of, some plays you can't get rid of, like special teams. On this playbook, I guess none of those plays were in there, but you can't delete those on your own. They're automatically there. They stay there. So I guess that was the issue, and they worked it out. They'll pick up the game tomorrow.
Okay. Which is interesting. I've never heard of this happening before. I hope it's not a regular thing. I know we've had kind of a rough week here, and I'm going to talk a little bit about my opinion personally on the Carolina-Florida game. But give me a little insight into what you expected to see tonight if the game had been played.
I probably won't go into that.
Well, I mean, the playbooks are in, bro.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, they're in, but I'll probably wait. I'll probably wait on that. I probably won't talk on that, even though the playbooks are already in.
Already in. Well, then tell me a little bit about this Portland team. What you saw in Sims, maybe what makes them tough to stop. That kind of stuff.
I don't really run the Sims. That's Eddie that works on all that. But at the same time, Portland does what Portland does, and Portland likes to blitz a lot. So we're going to have to just make sure AJ has enough time to get the ball out and get it to the right color jersey over there. So as long as AJ can stay upright and not lose the ball like that, I think we'll do pretty good. I mean, we had a great run there before the cut by Moses, and just came to that field goal, man. So like Cam said, hopefully we can start the game off at the field goal, but if not, it'll start 7-0. And like I said, props to Portland for being good sports on that. So.
All right. I know obviously you were coming on to talk about the game, so we would have had a lot more to talk about. But before I ask you about your minor league bid, did Cam say what time tomorrow night? Is it same time, or is he going to go earlier?
I have no idea what time it's going to be.
Anybody in the chat here, or if Cam, if you're still there, can you give us what time, if that's already been decided? So, Nathaniel, the Knoxville SFL-M franchise did not make the final cut. I was kind of hoping they would. I would have loved to have a Knoxville-Nashville rivalry thing. That would have been great. Tell me just a couple minutes here and tell everybody listening how the process was going through the minor league bidding, and was it fun? Did you have a good time? Did you enjoy it? Are you looking forward to doing that again? And do you know how close you were to getting a team in the minor league?
The process itself was fun, especially if you have like a passion to do the stuff, and being able to get with Cherry and Mike Churchill to be able to put that bid together. I mean, like I said, we've been working on this thing for well over a year, and to make it to the top 10 was an accomplishment in itself. I mean, it was stressful trying to make sure everything was done, to meet the time crunch, to have everything into Cam on time. But we got it done. I'm waiting to hear back a little bit on where we can improve for the next time around. I mean, it was a little, deflating, but, it is what it is. Congrats to everybody that made it. And we'll be back. We'll put the bid back in. Your little train sound you played at the start of the show brought a little tear to my eye, but it's okay.
Hey, for those who didn't know, what was the name of the team? The Knoxville what?
It was the Tennessee Smoke, based out of Knoxville.
Yep.
And it was an old steam train.
Yeah, that's all. It was awesome. It was awesome, bro. I was hoping for it. I'm pulling for you next time around, bro. If you have time and you're available next week, if you got a couple minutes, jump on the show and we'll talk about this game that's going to happen tomorrow night. Okay. If you got a few minutes, sound good?
All right. Thank you for having me.
All right, Diggs. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you being on, folks. The general manager of Arizona, Giovanni Diggs / Nathaniel Diggs / whatever else you want to call him, Diggs. Now it's time. I know that this is the part a lot of people are waiting for. Lisa has 3 uniforms to go through. And I'm going to let her do 2, and then we're going to talk about some of the stuff, and then I'll have her do the week 10. So she can do 8 and 9. We'll do some other stuff. Then she'll come back on and do 10 in a little bit. Real quick, everybody, thanks for letting me know. 8:15 p.m. Eastern, 7:15 Central. And, of course, Jack Wall said 3:18 GMT. I don't know what GMT is. Is that Zulu time, Jack? I don't even know what that is. Anyway, let's get ready to do this. All right, it's time for Pink Lisa's Look of the Week, the SFL Lowdown. Pink Lisa, what's going on? How are you? How have you been? How's your last 10 days been?
The last 10 days have been amazing, although now I'm a little bit on a depression of kind of the wedding withdrawals, I guess.
Yeah.
We've been doing so much.
Yep.
But it was so exciting, obviously, as you know, and anyone who's ever gone through any kind of event like that knows that something always goes wrong, and nothing went wrong. Everything went off without a hitch. It was everything they dreamed it would be. So
Yep.
I don't think we could have asked for anything better.
No, it was. No, it was awesome, and you cried a lot during the wedding too. You were.
I was the only one crying.
Well, I mean, your mom, my mom, whatever. But
you.
Hey, listen, we're not here to talk about that. Let's talk about your stuff. That doesn't matter. Art Vanderlei, what's going on, bro? Good to see you, man. Oh God, here we go. Probably less than Dave. Dave is a crier. Oh God, here we go. Why is the show so early?
It was his baby boy getting married.
It was
a cry-worthy event.
It pretty much was. All right, so Lisa, gonna have you do week 8. We'll talk about that. I'll have you do week 9 now. Then we'll take a break and do some other stuff. Then I'll come back to you for week 10. I'd be balling too. Dave, screw these peeps, says Art Vanderlei. Attaboy, Art. All right, so if you go back a couple weeks. So last time we were here, week 7, Arizona won for week 7. So take us all the way back 2 weeks ago to week 8. And what did you see? How did things look around the SFL?
All right, so we're jumping in the Wayback Machine. We had to really go back on these, and this is kind of exciting. We got 3 of them to go through. So in week 8, we had a couple of honorable mentions. There were some details that I picked up that I hadn't picked up, and or their new uniforms that I just hadn't seen them before. Denver, they wore their blue pants with the white jersey. I had never noticed that they have the Denver skyline on their shoulder. Thought that was pretty cool. It's a little detail I hadn't seen before. And DC, they got they were wearing their gray pants and blue jersey with black accents. And at first it was pretty basic. Like if you just glance at it, kind of basic. But if you look really closely, there are dragon scales on the blue pant stripe, which is really cool.
That is really cool.
Honorable mention for DC and for Denver. Good job, you guys. I have 2 that were just standouts in week 8. The first one, Seattle never fails to wow. They had a great neon yellow with purple Seattle on the paint stripe. There was Nemesis on the socks, although I'm not sure what was going on. It looked like it was triple letters, like triple N, triple E, triple M. It was really odd.
Oh, they were doing their nemesis probably on there.
Yeah. So
okay.
It was a nice uniform. It was not quite number 1. Number 1 is Jacksonville. Jacksonville had the white pants with the purple stripe. They had that fleur-de-lis pattern and the 904 graphic on that stripe. Those purple jerseys, white numbers. The white really pops on those purple jerseys.
Yeah, they do.
And I was really digging all the details. The fleur-de-lis graphic within their stripe with the 904 on top just really did it for me this week. I thought it was beautiful.
The 904, I'm assuming that's Jacksonville's area code or something?
Yes.
Is that what
yes.
It is? Okay.
At least that's what I'm assuming it is. If that's not what you guys are doing, you can let me know. Either way, it looked really good. So congratulations. Week 8, Jacksonville.
Jacksonville Kings. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Even that stripe on the helmet, it looks like it's got that design in there. The stripe down the middle, that looks pretty fire. Dude, I mean, listen, I'm a lifelong Laker fan, so I love these colors anyway. So good for them. They look way better than they look on LSU. Hey, Frank's not in the chat, is he? Okay, so that was week 8. So week 8 goes to Jacksonville. Let's talk about week 9. Last week, while we were marrying off our son, who was wearing the best uniforms in the SFL?
So got a couple of honorable mentions here, too. First of all, Los Angeles, they were in their all blacks with the yellow and blue stripes. The blue really pops on the sleeves on that uniform, so I thought that was really nice. Seattle, again, they are up in the top all the time. Another new uni, all blacks, full body, purple stripe. They had the Space Needle graphic in it, so that was cool.
Dude, it sounds like Seattle's in the mix almost every week.
They really are.
Yeah.
Another one we see a lot of, another honorable mention for that week is Minnesota. So Minnesota this week, though, in week 9, they had their all whites, but they had these claw marks all over, under their arm, on their leg, across their helmet. So they had their claw marks all over the whites. So another honorable mention. Minnesota is another one that we seem to see quite a bit of. They always do a really nice job on their uniforms. Week 9 is the first time I was really pressed. I couldn't come up with a number 1.
What?
Yeah. So I think that this week I'm doing a dual number 1.
What?
The biggest rivals, I guess.
Okay.
So we got Indianapolis and Denver.
Oh, so Denver with Vice Wars with Vegas, Indianapolis with whatever they call their thing with
their
Minnesota.
Legend Killer.
Gotcha.
So first, let's talk about Denver. Denver had the all blacks, which I always think is a good look. But they had these pink and blue numbers that appear to be different on everyone's uniform. Some were pink, some were blue, some were pink and blue.
How'd they do that?
I don't know. It may have been a glitch.
I wonder if it was I bet it was a glitch, because I'm looking at your graphic right now, and I see at the coin toss it's pink numbers, but then in the game, 1 pink and 1 blue number. Then on the back, it's just blue numbers.
It's awesome.
Oh my God.
I thought it was great. If it was a glitch, it was a great
Well, then
glitch.
I think this should go
loved
to
it.
the game glitch, not the
Hey now. And they've got that Vice Wars graphic in sort of a gamer font down the legs. I thought that was really slick. Then we go to Indianapolis. Again, all blacks. This one, they had the tire treads. So you get the gray tire treads on the shirt, black on the pants. Legend Killer on the jersey, the helmet.
Yep.
It's reflected on their center field. But I think what really did it for me on this one was the Hooker Sasquatch graphic on the shoulder.
Oh, dude, that's so funny.
I think these two teams just did a kick-ass job with their all blacks. They both had some really nice graphics on them, really unique stuff that they did. So my very first dual number 1, Indianapolis, Denver, week 9.
Indianapolis and Denver. Okay, so real quick, let me hit the chat real quick. First of all, Ray giving me shit for my LSU comment. I get it. Jack Wall says, Lisa seems to lean purple a lot. That's interesting. Seattle, Jacksonville, Denver. That's interesting, too. The All Blacks.
It could be that purple is the closest thing to pink.
It could be that. Art Vandal is saying the All Blacks are New Zealand. I think is that rugby, Art? I think. Now Cam is in the chat. He says it's no glitch. They literally made the different colors for the different numbers. That is a lot of work. So if
it
that's
is a lot of work.
Yeah, if that's just on that alone, I agree with this victory, because that's a lot of work to put in.
I got to tell you, when I saw it, I really thought it was a glitch, but kudos to them for putting in the work on that, because it really is unique. You can see throughout the game that there these different colored numbers popping up all over. And it does bring a very retro 90s look with the font that they use for Vice Wars and the colors. So yeah, it was pretty slick.
Awesome. So Justin Reside says Vegas won the game. So Vegas won Vice Wars over Denver. Who won the Indianapolis-Minnesota game? Anybody want to let me know about that? Did Minnesota sweep them, or did Indianapolis get a W in there? I would like to know that. Okay. Lisa, we are going to bring you back a little bit later in the show to do week 10. So hang in there, but thank you very much for weeks 8 and 9.
Thanks for having me on. I'll be back.
All righty. All right. So this is the time of the show where I talk about the week 10 results. Well, I wasn't here for week 10, so I don't really have a lot to talk about. So I'm going to run through the scores, but I am going to say something about that Carolina-Florida game here in a minute. It looks like Canton gave a beating to Mexico City, 34-10. Baltimore, starting to be Baltimore, 38-14 over Charleston. Fort Worth, the only undefeated team in the SFL, if I'm not mistaken, whooping up on Sioux Falls, 51-6, showing no mercy. I don't know, Cam, do we have a mercy rule in this league yet? I think we should institute one maybe. I think we needed it week 2 or 3 against Minnesota. Mexico, is this their first victory, or did they win in week 9 as well? I wasn't here, so did Mexico City get their first win or second win? Beating Minnesota 13-7. What is going on with Minnesota? Weren't they like 3-1 and now they're like 3-5? What's going on with Minnesota? Second win. Okay, Albert, thank you, bro. Wait, are they on a 2-game win streak? Mexico City? Uh-oh. Baltimore doing better now. Mexico City doing better now. I'm not liking the way this is going. All right, Albert, thank you, bro. The Nemesis, one of the best uniform teams in the league, but also looking like one of the top teams in the league, beating LA 38-20. Vancouver whooping up on Denver 38-17. I appreciate that, though, because Denver's in our division. And I also thank you to Tulsa after beating us last week. You took it out on Vegas 37-10, so I appreciate that, too, Marco Swift. Oh, by the way, Marco Swift, I meant to say something. It's about time you beat me in something. ACA. Now, I heard they lost the week before to Portland by 1 point in week 9. So, literally, ACA is 2 points away from being undefeated. Oh, it's Queen. Oh, did I put the wrong thing in there? Maybe I put the wrong thing in there. All right. Oh, so it's, Canton beat. No, it's Motor City, isn't it? Oh, shit. I don't know. Maybe I typed the wrong thing in, bro. I don't know. I was trying to get it off the website quickly. I don't know. It is what it is. Anyway, ACA beats Indianapolis in week. Dude, are these the right scores? I might have fucked this whole thing up. This says ACA beat Indianapolis 30-24. But then we had the graphic for week 9. Oh, this is week 10. That's why. All right, we're good. I'm trying to. Yeah, Canton played. Okay, so I'm right. This says MVC, bro. What are you doing? Look at Holdorf trying to fuck me up when for no reason whatsoever. Way to go. Oh, so you're going to use.
Jackass. You said it was Mexico City.
You're going to use. No, Mexico City was Minnesota.
You called it. Go back.
Hey, play the tape back. Hey, check tape,
and
bro.
You said Mexico City.
And listen, I could see in the chat you use Jack Wall as your source of all people. I would never use Jack Wall as my source. Oh,
well, neither do I. But
wait, is Jack Wall in there? All right, whatevs. Listen, can't beat Motor City 34-10. You know what's funny? If I said Mexico City, I still had Motor City in my head. So, hey, I know what I'm talking about. And I'm going to tell, let me just tell everybody listening, I'm going to tell you exactly what I always told my children. Don't do what I say, do what I mean, because I'm a good parent. All right. ACA beat Indianapolis 30-24. Atlanta.
We end up looking like a monkey fucking a football.
Atlanta joining the likes of Baltimore, Mexico City, getting their act together late in the season, 31-17. And then, of course, that brings us to heartbreaking for us, San Diego. We needed Carolina to lose because we're going to be in some tiebreakers with them again, probably, it looks like, in the standings. But Carolina, after what happened last night, gets a 28-21 victory. So here's the deal. I don't know what week, bro. I got 3 weeks in my head right now, Albert. I don't know what to tell you, bro. But here's the deal. And by the way, Gunny's coming up next, in case you guys, want to stick around and listen to him, since you guys don't like to listen to me, apparently. Here's my take on the Carolina-Florida game. The league got it right. They absolutely 100% got it right. Because here's the thing. I remember having talks with Cam during last season and in the offseason about this new game, asking questions, getting answers from him, scheduling calls, and having some one-on-ones with him. And he told me at the time, and then Mike O'Neill also showed me the situational mode where, if we have glitches, if we have things that happen in APF where we could not go back and fix it and it just was what it was, or we'd have to play over a whole game, replay a whole game or whatever, that this was a completely different game, that we could actually go back when the game glitched like it did last night and replay what happened. I don't know why anybody in this league would have an issue with that. That is exactly one of the reasons why this new game is better than APF. If you disagree with me, please jump into the green room and let's fight. because I don't. There's no way that anybody could have a valid argument saying that that's not a good thing for the league and it's not a good thing for the game. I mean, how many of us have been on the APF, in APF, and lost games on stupid plays like that, or had bad plays in the game that would have given us more points or what have you? And now we have a game that eliminates all of that. I hope nobody's complaining about it. I don't know that there is, but I just had to say that if there is anybody is, then come on the show and let's talk, because there's absolutely no reason for it. So there you go. There's my 2 cents. It's probably more like 4 or 5 cents, but you get the point. Speaking of having a lot of sense, my man Gunny's in the house. Gunny, what's up, bro? How you been, man?
Good, Dave. Thanks for your 6 cents.
Thank you. Hey, my 6 cents. Hey-o. There's a reason why, what is this art saying? There's a reason why Mighty is the best. We discussed that there was no question. Yeah, I agree. And look at Ray Ray, already on top of the lyrics for the Marines hymn. Atta girl. Gunny, before we get started on whatever you're going to talk about tonight, I would like to know what you've been up to the last couple of weeks.
Work has been kicking my ass lately, Mr. Dave. That's about. I wish I could have took a nap tonight, but I have to do some kind of show or something.
I know. And you know what, dude? That guy who runs the show, he's an asshole. You should strike or something. What do you think?
And just Ray, thank you for that. Just remember, 5 more weeks until the Marine Corps ball.
Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be a shit show around here come November. Let me tell you. I know that for sure. Gunny, what are you gonna talk about tonight?
I'm going to congratulate the minor league teams, and we're going to go over the standings from season 20 and the standings from season 21, and we're going to do the plus minuses and how many teams in the top 12 were in the playoffs last year and who were scheduled to be in the playoffs this year.
Okay, then I think I'm going to go take a nap, and I'll be back when you're done.
It won't be that long.
I know. I'm just messing with you. Hey, I got your music set up, bro. You're ready to go whenever you're ready, man.
All right, in the 6 teams that made the season 20 playoffs and are in the playoffs right now, the top 12 for season 21 is Fort Worth, Alamo City, Baltimore, Arizona, Louisiana, and Minnesota. The biggest movers and shakers from season 20 to season 21, with a difference of plus 20. Ranked from 23rd to 3rd is the Seattle Nemesis. The teams that have taken the biggest drop is Mexico City at -19 and Atlanta at -8. They were the number 1 team last year with 11-1 record. All right, so now Fort Worth is number 1 this year. Last year they were number 2. Alamo City is plus 10. They were 12th last season. Seattle, like I said, has moved up 20 spots. Florida has moved up plus 16. Baltimore dropped -2. Arizona has dropped down -2 from 4th to 6th. Canton is up plus 15. Louisiana plus 1. Carolina plus 6. Portland plus 9. DC Dragons plus 5. Minnesota -6. Houston -4. Vancouver finished 14th, and they're standing at 14th now. Motor City plus 11, Las Vegas Fury -9, San Diego -4, Tulsa -8, Atlanta -18, Charleston plus 4, Queen City plus 7, the LA Lycans plus 3, Sioux Falls -5, Indianapolis -14, Denver -4, Jacksonville plus 1, and again Mexico City -19. And just a reminder, London finished 5th last season. Dave, congratulations to the minor league teams, the San Jose Flight, Art Vandelay, the Lexington Miners with the Swifty brothers, the Albuquerque Items with Joshua Williams, the Philadelphia Cougars with Jason Peace and Chris Britton, the Nashville Sound with some of your teammates, Carmichael, Hendricks, the Chicago Wildcats with T.J. Harper and his friends, the Pittsburgh River Hogs with Corey Bushminer and the Bossier City Steamers, with Frank the Franchise Wade, also known as Garrison Blue. Congratulations, and that's all.
Hold on one second. Dude, you almost nailed it to the second, and I totally messed up. I didn't play your video ahead of time. I didn't do the gunny. I went to put the graphic on. I think the video played over the last part of you talking. You're
fired.
Dude, I am so fired. By the way, Zach, Gunny mentioned something about the Swift brothers. Do we have anything about them?
You gotta get Swifty. You gotta get Swifty in here.
Dude, that is one of the funniest, my favorite soundboard thing ever is the Swifties. You got to get Swifty in here. Gunny, thank you for always being Swifty. Sorry I messed up your intro, but I will do better next week, sir.
That's all right. The Marine Corps ball's coming up. You know where the beer needs to flow to.
100%. 100%. All right, we'll see you next week, bro. Thanks for being here. And go get a nap.
Carry on the plan of the day.
Sounds great. All right, folks, that was Gunny. Gunny just being Gunny, and Dave just screwing things up. We're going to do the Axis Powers for Week 10, and then we're going to bring Lisa back, if I can figure out how to do this in OBS to go all the way back and do that. But what are we talking about in the chat here real quick before I do that? I'm Mrs. Bull. Albert, you're Mrs. Bulldog? Is that what we need to start calling you now? Albert is Mrs. Bulldog? What the hell is that all about? What's going on here? And what is Jack talking about? Was he going to come in and say something? Is that why he said Gunny takes precedent? Oh, he is. He's here. Oh, shit.
Yeah, he was. Hold on. Please hold.
We have a Jack. Do we have a Jack Wall sighting? This
is Jack from Long Island, first-time caller, long-time listener.
Hi, Jack. You're on the air with Dave. Go ahead.
I just to your point about the whole situation mode, I just want to say the first part is more along the lines of don't slander my name with your nonsense of calling me out on what I'm saying based on what you're saying with your chicken scratch graphics on the screen there. That looks like a kindergartner wrote on a chalkboard.
It's literally called the Jack Wall font, but go ahead.
Oh, wrong. More piling on this as I'm just getting my lawyers ready for this slanderous libel lawsuit that I'm going to. But back to my original point of the whole situational mode thing is you come back from 3 weeks of vacation and you have nothing planned for this show, Dave. What the fuck? You just come in and wait. This is after dark.
Yeah, it's
right?
after. Wait, hold on a second. Zach, go ahead and play the thing.
Your discretion is advised.
Okay, you're good. You're good, Jack. Go ahead.
What the fuck? You have no plan. You have no outline. You have no notes. You don't know what week we're on.
Bro,
and you just throw it to Gunny to save the show as usual.
Hey, listen. When I got Bullet, Lisa, and Gunny, do I really need to do that much anyway?
You know what? Fair point.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Then I guess the question is, Gunny, Lisa, hit me up. We'll get our own show going. But back to the original argument. Yes. I think I made my point clear. And I'll hang up and listen. Thanks.
Wait, I don't know what your point was, Jack. After all of that,
I can't argue against it. It was a good call all around by everybody.
I mean, it's a great call. I just don't know how to argue the situational mode thing. Are you against it? Are you for it? I don't understand.
No, I'm. You just. I mean, I saw an opportunity to call in. It's a random Jack Wall call.
Okay. All right. That's perfect. I think the randomness is great, and I'll respond to you off the air.
See you later.
Later, bro. Although if I respond off the air, how the hell is anybody gonna hear me? I don't know. Anyway, another random.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes, you can hear me. I don't know. Does anybody else disagree with me? I want to know. Has anybody said anything in the chat to disagree with me that I think situational mode is a godsend for what we do here in the SFL? Actually, for any sim sports for that matter. It would be a godsend. All right, here we go. We are going to do the Axis Powers. Axis Powers Week 10. Obviously, we've missed the last few weeks. It doesn't matter. Teams win. Some teams won. Some teams lost. Some teams moved up. Some teams moved down. There you go. There's your recap for Week 8 and 9. I really struggled with. Oh, stop it! I really struggled with a couple of these because there were a couple teams that were pretty close. But at the end of the day, Axis Power. For those of you who don't know, the top 3 teams, according to me, in the SFL, the third most powerful team in the SFL as of week 10 is the Seattle Nemesis. Why do you say? I think 1 and 2 are obvious, so I'm going to spend most of my time talking about number 3 here. Seattle and Florida with the same record, but Florida's lost 2 in a row, and Seattle's won 4 in a row, and that's really the difference. If Florida won last night, maybe they get number 3 over Seattle. It was really splitting hairs. I would put Florida's 3B, but Seattle gets the nod because they're on a 3 or 4 game winning streak, I believe. And Florida's on a 2-game losing streak now. So that's why Seattle, to me, with only 2 losses, is your third most powerful team in the SFL. Axis Power's team, number 2 for week 10 in the SFL, is ACA. Now, they've been number 1 for a while. They were number 1 last for like 2 or 3 weeks in a row before I was gone. And, listen, they're really close to being number 1. They've lost 1 game by 1 point. They are literally 2 points away from being undefeated. So that's why they are the second most powerful team in the SFL. And the obvious answer is the only undefeated team left standing in the SFL right now is the Fort Worth Toros. They are the number 1 powerful team in the SFL. These are your Axis Powers for week 10. We will not be having an Axis of Evil because I know I did not watch enough games over the last couple of weeks. I'm in danger. Let me see. I'm trying to figure out where I'm at here. No, that's not what I want. I don't think it would be fair for me to just wing something or find one thing when I haven't watched all the games over the last couple of weeks. So no Axis of Evil. Those were your Axis of or Axis Powers, and I'm going to bring Lisa back now. I'm kind of in hurry mode, even though I know we've only been on for 50 minutes, and I know we're not timing it, and we didn't bet on the over-under, but this is like the new feel now when I do this show, like I'm rushing all the time. Let me bring the lovely, amazing, perfect pink Lisa back. As you know what the hell? I'm just going to do this again. Hold on 1 second.
Did I get my video again?
No.
Sweet. There it is. So cool.
All right, Lisa, welcome back to the show.
Certified badass.
Certified badass. Now we're all caught up. We've week 7 was Arizona. I think week 6 was San Diego, if I'm not mistaken. Week 7 Arizona. Week 8 you showed was Jacksonville right here. Boom. Week 9 was oh shit, I just gave it away. My bad. Week 9 was a tie between Denver and Indianapolis. I think I'm just not going to do the show anymore because I keep fucking it up.
What are you doing?
I know. I fucked it
You're
up.
fired.
All right, hurry. Talk fast before
Everybody go home.
Hey,
Dave
we're on a little bit of a delay, so hurry and talk fast. What's up,
okay,
Paulie?
So, real quickly. I don't have any honorable mentions this week. It was a little bit of a boring week for honorable mentions, but Indianapolis, I really dug their blue and white this week. They had white pants. They had the state image on the hip.
Yeah,
they got that
really cool.
Circle City image, the graphic on the shoulder and helmet. So overall, really nicely done. But I am giving it to Los Angeles.
Wait a minute. I'm shocked.
I know. So they pulled out a new uniform this week. It's all whites, and it just killed me because they got bullet holes, bullet wounds, and blood trails all over the uniform. And when they've been tackled, they look like they've been in a drive-by. It is the most ridiculous uniform I've ever seen.
Well, I mean, that makes sense in LA, right?
It really does. So, if you're looking at it from a distance, you're not quite sure what's going on, but the closer you look and the more you look. So if you look at that graphic with the huddle, you can see they got shot in the ass twice. They got a through and through on their ribs. It goes from one side to the next. They got blood trails down their legs. They got just the crap beat out of them. But the uniform is looking good. So week 10 winners, LA. Nice job. Very creative and very appropriate for your city.
Yeah, I heard a comment Very appropriate for your city. I heard a comment when I accidentally showed the graphic before you said about it. I heard,
Are you kidding me? That is just stupid.
I heard that was what was going on in my head. My bad. Yeah, so there you go. All right, Lisa, first of all, thank you for doing this every week. Thank you for doing this, Ellen. Thank you for doing this, but especially there's been a couple times where we've had to do double weeks, and this was a triple week. It was a lot of work for you to do. I appreciate it. I think the SFL appreciates it. I know that the winners appreciate it. So thanks for putting all this work and looking at 27 teams and all the games every week. And I know it's a chore, and hopefully we'll be here week to week for the rest of the season. You won't have to do double or triple duty.
Well, it is definitely a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun too. So thank you guys for putting the effort in on your uniforms. For those of you that have been winners, congratulations. If you haven't won yet, there's still time. And if you don't win this year, I know that everyone puts a lot of effort into their uniforms. So even if you don't become a winner of the Pink Lisa Lowdown, congratulations on all the stuff that you've done for your teams.
Yep, 100%. All right, we will see you back here for week 11. A week from tonight. Lisa, thank you for everything, and we'll see you next week.
Bye, everybody.
All right, folks, that's going to wrap up the show. What is it? We're still within an hour. Look, we're still doing the 59-minute thing. We're on point without having to. I'm just going to scroll back through the chat real quick and make sure I didn't miss anything. I want to know if did anybody disagree with me about the situational mode, or are 2,400 people on the same page? Because I'm sure that's how many people are watching right now. LV16. Oh, did anybody tell me about who won the Indianapolis, Minnesota game? Those are two things.
Indy won it.
Indy. Oh, okay, so that series is tied this season. That's kind of cool.
Yes, correct.
All right, that's awesome. Let me see if I forgot anything. I talked about my kid. I talked about Eagle. I talked about Fox. I talked about Nate. Lisa did all her stuff. Gunny was on point. I think we're good. So the only thing left to say right this second is to make sure that you... check out the rest of the shows in the SFL. I think Tyler kicks off tomorrow night. You've got Streets Are Talking on Wednesdays. You got AJ SFL nights on Thursdays. Say It With Your Chest. I don't think Say It With Your Chest has done a show yet this week. Maybe I'll have to say something with my chest just so we can get Eddie to do a show. And then Around the SFL has been dropping, I believe, every Wednesday. And I love that Jacob's involved too. So like when Mike and Fox aren't available, I think Fox, by the way, I think Fox had surgery or something, so I hope he's healing up. But so Fox is busy working and Mike's traveling the globe doing his thing. Jacob's like, fuck it, I'm just going to do a show by myself. And I love that shit. It's great. So did anybody jump in the chat? Nobody wants to talk about the thing. All right. Well, I guess we're all on the same page. That sounds great. Jack Wall says, you play the ball as it lies. Those are the rules for get situational mode is a bad. Yeah, I was just about to start ripping that shit apart, Jack, until I read your second thing. Bo Martin Jr.
Cut the sexual tension in here with a knife.
You can always cut it with a knife. Bo Morpheus Jr. in the house. Hey, buddy. Better late than never. We're about to sign off, but I appreciate you being here. Speaking of signing off, there's only one man that can do it. Well, actually, there's two if you count Bob Funk, but, there's one guy that does it the best. Freddie, what's up, bro? How you been? Are you feeling any better from last time I was here? What have you been up for the last couple weeks?
Hey, it's been kind of boring since you ain't been around for the last couple of weeks, and it's good to talk to you tonight, man.
I get that a lot, bro. I get that a lot. Like, people are lined up at my door waiting for us to get home.
Wrong.
I don't think Zach.
Yeah, it's good to have you back. It's good to have all the party people back in the chat. I mean, I love it. This is what I live for.
Well, hey, before you sing, I think Frank, the owner of Jacksonville, just jumped in. Frank, you're going to have to go back and watch the show and see what we said about Jacksonville. You guys were pretty popular probably about 20 minutes ago or so. So I don't want to spoil it like I spoiled something else on the show already tonight. So if you get a chance, go back and you can see something great about Jacksonville. Bo Martin Jr., it's Justin Reside. Freddie's back. Yay. Hey, that's where's Freddie's emote? What do you mean, where's his emote? Oh, that's a good question. Where is it? Did it disappear? Let me look here real quick. Oh, I don't see it either, bro. I don't know. I will do some. I'll check it out. I don't know. Sounds good. Jack, who spoiled your night? I spoiled your night with the LA thing. Well, you spoiled my night with your phone call. All right, Freddie, let's wrap this shindig up, bro. It's been about an hour. We're almost to an hour. We're at 58 minutes. So even when we don't have a time schedule, we are 45 to 59 minutes. So take us home, bro.
All right, man. Good show, and here we go. Turn out the lights. Party's over. They say that all good things must end. We'll call it a night. The party's over. Till next week, when we'll party down with Dave again. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. It's good to see you guys every few weeks or so, but guess what? You're going to be stuck with me again next week as we kick off another edition of Access After Dark next Monday night.
I'm in danger.
After the next Monday night game. Don't forget to tune in to tomorrow night. Portland, Arizona, kicking off at 8:15 Eastern. For those of you who don't know what happened, you can go back and listen to the end of the broadcast, not this broadcast, but the SFL one. Cam explains what happened, and they will be replaying the game or starting the game over tomorrow, or picking it up in situational mode. What else was I going to say? Something else? Oh, don't forget, I'm going to go back, and probably tomorrow or Wednesday, I will announce in the Access After Dark server who wins the drawing for the jersey. If you're on the list that I already have, don't go back and try to vote tonight because I already have the list. So if you voted on that, you'll be put into the drawing for this jersey. I am literally giving the party people the shirt off my back.
Wrong.
Not wrong. So there you go. And the explanation is in the SFL Discord. Justin Reside, thank you for that. All right, appreciate everybody being here on a Monday night, because ain't no party like a Monday night party, because a Monday night party don't stop until right now. See you next week.
That's what she said.